Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt like everyone else is doing better than you? Smarter, happier, more successful? That sinking feeling isn't just in your head. It's wired into your brain. Today, we'll explore why self-comparison is so powerful, why it can be harmful, and how your mind tricks you into feeling inadequate, even when reality says otherwise. Humans are wired to compare. Evolutionarily, comparison helped our ancestors survive. It helped them figure out who was stronger, faster, or more capable. Today, those same neural circuits are still active, but the environment has changed. Instead of comparing ourselves to people in our village, we're comparing ourselves to curated highlights of hundreds, even thousands of people online. Your brain sees these superior examples and reacts as if you're actually falling behind, even if your life is fine. Psychologists identify two main types of comparison: upward and downward. Upward comparison is when you compare yourself to someone you perceive as better in some way. This can motivate, but often triggers envy, low self-esteem, and anxiety. Downward comparison is when you compare yourself to someone you perceive as worse off. This can make you feel better, but it's only a temporary boost, not lasting self-worth. Most people spend far more time in upward comparison, especially online, where feeds are full of polished, filtered highlights. Here's the twist. When you compare, your brain doesn't just notice differences, it reacts emotionally. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and cortisol spike, depending on the outcome of your comparison. Seeing someone succeed can trigger a dopamine dip in your own system, creating a sense of loss or inadequacy. Cortisol rises, generating stress. In short, your brain treats comparison like a threat, even if it's completely imagined. One of the biggest traps is believing what you see is reality. Humans are storytellers, both online and offline. Social media posts, career highlights, or even friend updates often show the best version of a person's life. Your brain interprets this as the full story, filling in gaps with assumptions. They are always happy. They are more successful. I am falling behind. In reality, nobody's life is perfect. Everyone struggles behind the scenes, but your brain isn't wired to see that. It fuels anxiety, depression, and feelings of inadequacy. People may overwork to catch up, isolate themselves, or avoid trying new things to escape judgment. Even subtle self-comparison can erode confidence over time. Yet, paradoxically, comparison can also drive growth when used intentionally, but the key is awareness. Comparison is addictive. Your brain is constantly evaluating yourself against others because it evolved to assess relative social status. The comparison habit is reinforced by the very environment we live in. Social media, peer groups, workplace rankings, and even family dynamics. Every like, comment, or accolade you see triggers neural circuits that say, "Am I enough?" And when you check again, the cycle repeats. Here's the good news. You can train your mind to reduce harmful comparisons. Awareness is the first step. Simply noticing when you are comparing and labeling it changes your brain's response. Next, reframe upward comparisons. Instead of feeling envy, ask, "What can I learn from this?" This turns potential stress into curiosity and growth. Limit exposure to accounts or feeds that trigger constant upward comparison. Curate your environment to reduce unnecessary triggers. Practice gratitude and self-reflection, tracking your wins, however small. Compare yourself to your past self, not to someone else. Finally, focus on intrinsic goals. Set goals aligned with personal growth, not social status. The more your motivation comes from internal standards, the less your brain reacts to external comparisons. Self-comparison is natural. It can motivate, but it can also hijack your emotions. your self-worth, and your attention. The key isn't to stop comparing completely, it's to recognize when it's happening, reframe it, and intentionally redirect your energy. When you do, you reclaim your focus, your confidence, and your mental peace. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. Comment below. What's one area where you tend to compare yourself the most? And how will you change it this week? Understanding your brain is the first step toward using it instead of letting it use you.